The details, let's get into it.
Please welcome my hero,
TrampleOnSnakes.
Obviously, I think I should start with the obvious.
It has been an enlightening experience to be part of this today. I'm Amanda Holden, actress and TV host.
This is a literal 15-year-old who went on hormones, and this is the results. What about that as clickbait? And yeah, anyone concerned that 15-year-olds are going on hormones that permanently alter their body and are concerned about the ramifications of that, they're just bigots. Totally. What is this, 2016? Everyone who disagrees with me is a bigot. What is this, 2016? Everyone who disagrees with me is a bigot. What is this, 2016? Everyone who disagrees with me is a bigot. Okay. She goes on to say, no one cares when boys go bald, but girls invoke the myth of precious white female flesh defiled.
It was a night of revelry that quickly turned into a tragedy. With some of the wounded suffering severe injuries, the death toll is likely to rise. 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 With most of the victims in their 20s.
We're staying on top of breaking news out of South Korea. Officials now say at least 59 people have been killed and some 150 others injured during a Halloween event in Seoul. CNN's Will Ripley is there now on the scene. Will, what are you learning?
Fred, arriving here, we got this stunning news from the fire officials who have been responding out here. About 900 or so police and firefighters here on the scene.
You did what?
I said, Queenie.
Now explain that.
Well, I love the Three Stooges.
And so what's that?
Well, the Stooges all the time, they always had their show, and in their show they would, you know the Stooges. You watch the Stooges?
So you did that?
Yeah, I said Queenie, but I said Queenie.
Terror, okay? Yada, yada, yada.
Der Russe klaut die Israel-Fahne. Ja? Der Hurensohn versucht, die Israel-Fahne zu klauen, ja? Das gibt's ja wohl gar nicht. Was sind wir denn hier? Ja? Doch hier kommen wir wieder her. Wir werden wiederkommen.
Because we're going to turn to the World Cup, where we're also bringing you a developing story, because we've now heard that the Football Association and 6 other countries will not ask their captains to wear One Love armbands in this year's World Cup. They had been warned by FIFA officials that wearing the armband would be a breach of its rules and risk a sporting sanction. A joint statement from the FA says, "We are very frustrated by the FIFA decision, which we believe is unprecedented." Well, of course, this announcement comes as England and Wales kick off their World Cup campaigns today in their opening matches in Qatar.
has been set in trying to describe, by comparison, the power potential of Saturn. The power potential of Saturn.
You okay? I heard you scream earlier. Was it another dream? You were an Indian, watching Columbus's ship materialize out of thin air. Wow. And this medicine man kept hitting you. Cool. Hey, maybe it was a past life, or a parallel reality, or a future life. Or maybe that dream was trying to tell you the truth. I guess it just depends on what you think is real. Maybe you should try different anxiety pills. My pills are fine, okay? Thank you. Well, I have to go get dressed. I hope you feel better, Amanda.
Amanda, shut up.
By now, we are all very aware.
So look, guys, this is dangerous stuff. That's disgusting. Okay, over and over again. This guy is sick. This lunatic Hitler lover. There's something wrong with you, man. Like, there's something really wrong with you. So this is cool? You're okay with this? This is what it's come to? There's some sick people in the world, and it's spreading.
Exclusive new reporting just into CNN about the artist formerly known as Kanye West. Several sources tell us Ye's recent anti-Semitic remarks are not a one-off, but part of his long-held obsession and his praise of Adolf Hitler.
We at war with Jewish people. We at war with terrorism, racism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. Hitler showed me the way because Jewish trying to break me down.
callers?
Everybody. Hold on.
Dreams!
Love, inspiration, dreams.
We have no weapons, no ammo mags, no grenades, no belt pouches, no food, no water. It's absolute hell. Who the hell knows? Long live the goddamn Russian army.
Absolute effing hell. I mean, look, CNN can't independently confirm this video, but we show it to you as it is consistent with everything we have heard and been sharing with you again and again.
I want you to know, if you're watching, this is mind-boggling.
What an awful visual to have. Because of your actions, I could have lost my foot. Thank God my nurse friend was checking on me. Because of your actions, my wife cannot get the images out of her mind of what you have done. You have forever scarred her. Because of your actions, my wife had to hand over my children to our community friends to check on my lifeless body.
Geht jetzt alles wieder von vorne los? Beim Coronavirus sind neue Untervarianten aufgetaucht. Eine davon wird im Internet wegen ihres hohen Ansteckungsrisikos als Cerberus bezeichnet, also der Höllenhund aus der griechischen Mythologie.
Howard, it's Bateman, Patrick Bateman. You're my lawyer, so I think you should know I've killed a lot of people.
There is an idea of a Patrick Bateman, some kind of abstraction, but there is no real me, only an entity.
Entities. Watch it for yourself.
He doesn't seem a particularly pleasant bloke or boss.
Well, I actually served in the Whip's office under Gavin Williamson, and there was always this great aura of, do you remember Cronus the spider, the tarantula? Do you remember Cronus the spider, the tarantula? Do you remember Cronus the spider, the tarantula, etc.? And the reality with Cronus is he was much touted, but he never actually was released to bite anybody. So that was how I always saw Gavin, as somebody had this sort of aura or mystique around him.
Jeder weiß von Statistik im Grunde nur den dämlichen Spruch, dass man nur der Statistik trauen soll, die man selbst gefälscht hat. Das glaubt man dann, dass mit Statistik immer nur verfälschen umgegangen wird. Ab und zu kann man natürlich durch Interpretationen sein Argument stärken. Aber das ist dann so, wie es manchem Journalisten in den Mund gelegt wird. Ich werde mir doch eine gute Geschichte nicht durch allzu viel Recherchieren kaputt machen lassen.
Ja, aber es gibt ein Beispiel. Oh, das ist aber jetzt ein schlechtes Bild vom Journalismus am Tisch.
Beispiel geraten
Sebastian, du musst hier zu Ehrenrettung bleiben.
Zum übelsten Beispiel geraten dann immer wieder Talkrunden. Zum übelsten Beispiel geraten
Sebastian, du
zum übelsten Beispiel geraten zum übelsten Beispiel geraten
Well, Mr. Brooks has a right to an appeal. Every defendant does. And I fully expect him to take advantage of his rights as a convicted defendant in this case. Well, Mr. Brooks has a right to an appeal. Well, Mr. Brooks has a right to an appeal. Well, Mr. Brooks has a right to an appeal. Every defendant does. And I fully expect him to take advantage of his rights as a convicted defendant in this case.
Okay, over and over again. disgusting. Like, there's something really wrong with you.
TrampleOnSnakes.
This lunatic Hitler lover, this guy is sick.
Das klingt jetzt sehr harsch und ja, vielleicht auch für den einen oder anderen etwas bösartig, wenn ich das so äußere. Aber ich bin erstaunt, dass in so kurzer Zeit wirklich so viel an die Wand gefahren worden ist und es wird nicht